These days, doing sponsorships has become second nature for YouTubers. It's as if the odds of seeing an ad read while watching an established creator's video are that of a coin toss. However, this wasn't the case in the early days of YouTube, when making videos was seen as more of a hobby. As the site grew, so did the influence of the creators. And with AdSense being implemented, big companies saw positive results from advertising to an online audience, naturally leading to the monetized ecosystem we see today. Most of the bigger things being advertised seem pretty harmless and often become well known among viewers, while others are...
Luckily though, I can make money through Cash Giraffe. It's an app that lets you earn money by...
Oh, my guy just promoted Cash Giraffe.
I'm financing my kids through Cash Giraffe.
It's quite the slap in the face to your audience to try and sell them a scam, and those who do are gambling with their reputation.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
But what happens when the company sponsoring the creators has the wool over everyone's eyes? Enter Honey.
Do you have honey installed?
What's honey?
Oh, no. Honey.
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 Honey has been advertised as a browser extension that automatically searches the internet for coupons and discount codes that apply to your online shopping cart before you check out, ultimately aiming to save money for the customer. The product was advertised for years by countless YouTubers, including some of the biggest names on the platform like PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and Moist Critical. However, after years of success, a $4 billion acquisition, and gaining tens of millions of users, including myself, a YouTuber named MegaLags released a multi-year-long investigation that exposed the extremely deceptive and malicious nature of the product. In this video, you'll see the various shady practices Honey engaged in, backed by never-before-seen data gathered for this video. Even if you're already aware of the story, you'll be surprised at just how deep it goes. Honey not only lied to creators, but also their partners, small businesses, and you, the consumer. So, without any further ado, this is how Honey scammed everyone. Big ups to Pink Sauce for sponsoring today's video. Nah, come on, you think I'd sell you poison? Nah, come on, man. But for real, a huge shout out to my patrons and members who help make these videos possible. And of course, be sure to smash that motherfucking like button and all the subscribe buttons and shit, and follow all the social medias. I also want to quickly let everyone know that there may be a delay in uploads around late June, as I'll be attending VidCon 2026, which is all the way across the country. Lastly, I want to thank JELTE for sharing his data with me, as it was pivotal for my video. He helped MegaLags compile much of Honey's store and coupon database, and turned out to be a fan of my channel. Small world! So his updated data was very much appreciated. I also want to shout out MegaLags, who broke this story, bringing much of this information to light. Both of their work, along with additional resources about the subject, will be linked in the description below. With that out of the way, let's talk about some sweet, sweet honey. That's fucking delicious. Tastes like a fucking scam. In late 2012, two aspiring entrepreneurs, Ryan Hudson and George Rowan, created Honey after successfully building a prototype of their idea, a browser extension that scoured the internet for coupon codes that would automatically apply to a user's online shopping cart. The writing on the wall for the company's success was already clear before the company was founded, as the prototype leaked on Reddit and gained popularity. By 2014, the company would reach 1 million organic users and raise $1.8 million from investors. This initial success would rapidly increase over the coming years, and had raised over $40 million by 2018. It was around this time that Honey began sponsoring dozens of YouTube channels. At this point in time, the product was well liked and seemed like a helpful tool for saving money. Still, one particular creator was prophetically skeptical about Honey.
Mark, this is good news. You can be the bee.
In a stream from late 2019, Markiplier came across an ad for Honey while watching a YouTube video.
Can I pause real quick? I have a natural distrust of Honey. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I naturally distrust Honey. And I don't, okay, all right, guys, all right, we're gonna stop. Everyone listen. My gut tells me that nothing in life is free. So where's all these savings coming from? And like the money that people get from Honey, I don't trust it. They push so much advertising. They push so much advertising on YouTube. They do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me, and I said no, because I just don't trust honey. In like a couple years, there's gonna be the great honey conspiracy. But there's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it. But why do they spend millions on advertising? And then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense, but the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from? Where is honey getting the money? Where's honey getting all their money from? They should be losing money. In the grand scheme of everything being compared across the internet, shouldn't they be losing an incredible amount of money considering how much they're saving other people and giving to people? Something's going on there. I don't trust honey.
At the time, many audience members even wrote this off as a joke or crazy conspiracy.
Why care? It's saving people money. It gives you automatic discount codes. It's that straightforward. How can it be a scam?
However, in this clip, Markiplier raises a great question. Where does this money come from? Well, in order to explain just how shady and malicious this shit is, I need to establish a bit of a timeline for you. When Honey began, Ryan and George hired a small team and funded the project completely out of pocket. Revenue was essentially negligible, but the product was gaining organic traction online. By early 2017, Honey acquired funding from various investors to the tune of around $45 million, yet was still earning minimal revenue. This is before any known deceptive practices, and notably, prior to the advertising boom that would soon be pushed. Fast forward to October 2017, when a piece of code was added to Honey's browser extension, which allowed Honey to claim affiliate commission when a user buys a product after using Honey to search for a discount, regardless of whether or not a discount was found. The fact that Honey was taking credit for sales, especially where no discount was found, is already kind of fishy. But what really makes this new addition sleazy is the fact that it was added around the same time that Honey sponsored their first video. You see, a part of this code is what's known as an SSD, short for Selective Stand Down System, otherwise known as a defeat device. Stand down rules state that if a user has already clicked on someone else's affiliate link, Honey must stand down, meaning it can't inject their own affiliate link or take a commission. These rules are required by the majority of affiliate networks. So the defeat device was made to selectively ignore these rules, meaning Honey only complies with the stand down rules if the SSD system believes the user is a tester or an affiliate manager, not the average consumer.
The moment Honey detects an affiliate link from the stand down rules, before making any decisions, Honey consults this last file called SSD. If your Honey account passes all three of these rules, Honey considers you a legitimate shopper and will not stand down. However, if your account fails any one of these rules, like your account is only 29 days old, Honey considers you too risky and will therefore play it safe and stand down. Let's visit another AWIN link. As expected, Honey ignores the stand down rule again. But notice here how it says SSD? That's the extension confirming that it was supposed to stand down for this link, but didn't because my account passed all of these rules.
Not only that, but once it knows not to follow stand down rules, if a shopper decides to engage with a pop-up and look for coupons, it replaces any previous affiliate link and injects its own in order to earn a commission from the sale without the user having any idea. Only in the rare cases where Honey doesn't have some form of partnership with the company will this not happen. Not only does Honey's defeat device break affiliate network rules, but Honey actively acknowledges their lack of enforcement in the store monetization notes. It's within their own code, has non-affiliate coupon clause, but doesn't have any codes from networks, so can't remove other coupon sources. That sounds shady. Terms have the coupon clause, no data on enforcement yet. This is not only a sneaky, fraudulent way of earning money, but it's also blatantly taking money away from other creators. For example, if I tell you guys that you can get high quality PC cases and well-made PCs from Starforge at a discount using my affiliate link, and you were to purchase a product after clicking my link or using code Cameron, I would earn a commission for that sale. The user knows that they are supporting a creator while purchasing that product. But let's say Honey is installed, and before you check out, it offers to check for any additional discount codes. The second you click on that pop-up, they take the affiliate commission from the creator for themselves. MegaLags also had a pretty good analogy.
Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options. You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, "Hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you?" Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing, looks for coupons, says sorry, no luck this time, but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own.
Honey never directed you to the product, yet they're taking credit for the commission. This practice, as I said earlier, is strictly forbidden by affiliate networks, which is exactly why Honey has the selective stand-down code in place, not only to bypass affiliate marketing rules, but also to steal from creators. They've been able to make such a big name by sponsoring the very creators they're taking money away from, all while claiming to be a helpful tool to save money. What Honey is exploiting here is a common system within affiliate marketing known as last click attribution. Essentially, the last person's affiliate link that directs you to the sale of the product gets the credit for the sale, and therefore earns a commission. The problem here is that Honey isn't directing anyone towards the sale of the product. On top of that, Honey does everything they can to get that last click, even when they have nothing to offer.
Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing. Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying dancing coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
All of this alone is beyond sneaky and could easily be considered fraud, but it only gets worse. Because as Honey grew, not only did the defeat device continue to expand quietly, but so did the amount of deceptive features. You see, Honey was historically advertised as the free browser extension that will automatically find you the best promo code for anything you purchase online.
Honey automatically searches for the best coupon code online, so you're always saving the most money when you're making purchases online.
Some ad reads included the claim that if Honey can't find a discount code, there are no other deals available for your purchase anywhere on the internet.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured there's not a single discount or promo code on the internet. If there was one, Honey would find it for you.
They would also claim to have millions of coupon codes.
Honey automatically searches millions of promo codes and drops the best one it finds into your cart.
The overarching promise Honey made was to give the consumer the best deal guaranteed. These claims would turn out to be a blatant lie. First of all, they don't have millions of codes. Not even 100,000. According to the data compiled by JELTE, at the time of this recording, Honey only has around 50,000 coupon codes, 10,000 of which are expired. This is a noticeable decrease from the 90,000 codes they had around 6 months ago. And besides, how are half of the best possible codes clearly Honey affiliate codes like Honey 5 or Honey 10? Well, Honey started to majorly focus on its corporate partner program in 2017. You may be wondering why Honey, a tool advertised to save consumers money, would partner with companies that would incur a net loss from such a tool. Well, according to the website Honey uses to attract new business partners, partners have control over the coupon codes hosted on the Honey platform. Now that we know that Honey lied about having millions of coupons, let's examine Honey's claim of scraping the internet for the best coupon codes possible, and see how true that really is. In short, they don't. According to the data, the only time Honey ever scraped online coupons was in 2016 when they took coupon codes from their competitors, Coupon Follow and Retail Me Not.
If we look at the support notes left by Honey's developers, we can see that back in 2016, Honey was scraping coupons from at least one source: their competitors.
Honey employees do manually add the coupon codes that they find in the database, but a large fraction of those are just Honey exclusive codes, which they profit from. By the end of last year, Honey's contribution only accounted for 31% of the coupon codes in their database. The coupon codes that remain come from two other sources: codes submitted by users and codes submitted by stores via their affiliate network, which accounts for 33 and 36% of Honey's database respectively. It's unclear how many of these user-submitted codes were actually taken with permission, because when a user submits a working coupon code that Honey doesn't recognize, it's immediately sent to Honey servers. Only then does Honey ask the user's permission if they'd like to share the code.
Watch what Honey does in the background as I enter in this coupon. Honey realizes that it doesn't have this code yet and asks for my consent to share it. But look at this. Before I've clicked anything, Honey has already sent that coupon code to their server, including the details of how much money that coupon saved me, all without my consent.
While discussing these numbers, it's important to reiterate that Honey selectively disables coupon codes for partnered stores. Some stores even go as far as to disable user-generated codes entirely, meaning that the 50,000 number shrinks to just around 39,000 visible coupon codes. Wait, hold on. There are only around 4,000 user-generated codes in the database right now. What other codes are marked as hidden? Well, it might be the fucking 10,000 expired codes in their database. So you may be thinking to yourself at this point, why the fuck would Honey keep these hidden or expired codes in their database? Well, that's because Honey is programmed to waste your time. Because when Honey has a coupon code marked as hidden, it's not ignored at checkout.
This store has 8 coupon codes, all of which have been expired for several years, and are marked as hidden. Yet if we visit the store page, Honey pops up claiming to have 8 available coupon codes. And instead of showing what coupon codes are being applied, Honey is now censoring them.
Honey is showing you censored, non-working coupon codes to waste your time while simultaneously attempting to give you the feeling of, well, at least it tried to help me save. As if it couldn't get any worse, this time wasting is likely by design. Also, Honey can get that final click in order to take credit for the sale. I say this because Honey is partnered with 20,000 stores with 0 visible coupons, which, by the way, accounts for the overwhelming majority of Honey's affiliates. Not only does this mean Honey actively removes coupon codes at any partner's request, including better deals, but it also means Honey has blatantly been falsely advertising their product by telling the consumer that they have the best deal, discouraging them from finding better deals on their own. They're essentially earning money by lying to you. Honey's tactics are not just bad for consumers, creators, or even their own partners, but they're also negatively impacting small businesses. You see, when Honey isn't lying to you at checkout about finding the best deal they can, it's more than likely because that store isn't partnered with Honey. While Honey's currently partnered with only around 28,000 stores, Honey's browser extension supports 185,000 online retailers, meaning that 156,000 stores have no real direct control over what coupons Honey offers you. When I first heard about Honey, this is what excited me. A tool that would find the best deal possible based on what's available out there and what other users have found. But after hearing the problems many small businesses have with Honey, the optics of this miracle tool, when working as advertised, turned quite negative. You see, coupon codes are not just for offering nice discounts. Oftentimes, stores will use coupon codes for special promotions to collect certain data or reward special customers. For example, when Honey comes around offering codes specifically meant for veterans, VIP customers, or a YouTuber's audience, that data is now useless for the store. The store loses money, and in more egregious cases, they have to raise their prices or offer fewer discounts. I mean, why offer a discount in the first place if there's no benefit? It's just basic business. This problem is especially bad when Honey finds exclusive family and employee discount codes. This has drained businesses, and it's become such an apparent issue that there are now services that offer protection from coupon extensions like Honey. A great example of Honey's negative effect on small businesses comes from MegaLags' discussion with the CEO of Made in Cookware, Chip. When Chip got in contact with MegaLag, he explained the negative impact Honey was having on his business by repeatedly sharing private family and employee discount codes to regular customers.
Like, we've been so mad at them for so long.
Chip was reasonably upset with Honey and decided to email them about permanently removing his company from Honey. But this request would reveal the dark truth about Honey's business model. Chip reached out, saying, "Please remove us from your app. You've scraped a private friends and family code from our checkout and put it on the platform for others to use. We've lost a bunch of revenue." To which Honey replied, "We always prioritize protecting the Honey experience for users by supporting available stores and displaying available codes. We can absolutely remove the code in question. In order to protect the Honey experience for our users, we typically do not remove codes unless we have a working relationship. We'd love to discuss how we can work more closely and partner with your brand. Are you currently working with an affiliate network? If so, would you please let us know which one? We work through affiliate networks in order to pull coupons directly from a network, as well as track sales, conversions, and commission. That's right. Honey ignored the request to remove his company from their database and only offered to remove the code while attempting to essentially strong-arm them into a partnership. All of that right after claiming their user experience was most important to them.
Our users come first. We refuse to fuck up their shopping experience. Unless...
In response, Chip reiterates his initial request, saying, "We don't offer affiliate deals to coupon sites. We'd like to be removed from your extension completely." A very straightforward request. Instead of simply complying with this request, Honey sends in their partnership manager, Kelly Rodick, to compromise with Chip. She lets him know that the code was user-generated, and while ignoring Chip's request to completely remove the company, she asks for the specific leaked code, offering to remove it. When Chip gave them the code, he asked again to be completely removed, which they again ignored, only confirming that the leaked code was removed from Honey. Chip then responded a minute later asking again for the 4th time, "So our whole site can't be removed from your app?" Only to be ignored again completely. Wow. But it doesn't end there, because a month later, another employee discount code was added to Honey. Kelly responds confirming the code was removed, then attempts to give Chip advice on solving the problem that Honey caused. What a fucking... Unfortunately, Kelly's advice didn't account for codes only meant for specific customers. So Chip is back with another code for Honey to remove 2 months later, again saying, "Your site is hindering our marketing learnings and impacting our business. How do we get off the Honey extension 100%? This time, Chip would finally get an answer. "We proudly host a consistent shopping experience for all Honey shoppers who rely on our shopping tools. Therefore, we cannot disable Honey for individual stores and never have. Think of it as going to Pinterest and asking them to take down user-submitted pins mentioning your brand, or going to Google or Facebook and asking them to remove any user review mentioning their brands. While we don't remove sites, we will always offer brands many ways to control their content, attribution, and enhance our user experience. If there is a different strategy you would like to pursue, we can absolutely take that approach once we establish a partnership." Oh my god. First of all, this sounds like a mob tactic to blackmail money, which is fucking insane. Second, Kelly is lying. They absolutely have disabled Honey for stores, including those they aren't partnered with. We know this thanks to the founder of True Grit Texture Supply for sharing his emails with Honey to MegaLags. And look who it is. There's the same Kelly happily disabling Honey for True Grit Texture Supply 1 month before telling Chip that Honey has never done this. Now, to be clear, I genuinely don't believe that every store partnered with Honey was forced into it. Honey Rewards, formerly Honey Gold, offers cash back to shoppers, and stores love that sort of thing. Plus, Honey touts impressive data on their website, including increased sales value, story visits, etc. It's a great selling point. But clearly, all wasn't sunshine and rainbows, as according to the data, of the 53,000 companies that have ever partnered with Honey, over 25,000 of them ended their partnership. 15,500 of those were before MegaLags video, and that's only based on the data I have access to. It looks like cracks were showing in Honey's business before anyone even batted an eye. In hindsight, it's almost insane to me how Honey managed to pull this off for so long without anyone calling them out. Even when cracks began to show, they were well swept under the rug. Prior to MegaLags video, there were only 2 instances of a potential disaster scenario for Honey that surprisingly went unnoticed. Starting with the Better Business Bureau. This issue came as a result of how Honey deceptively advertised their product, but not for the reasons we already established. The Better Business Bureau's investigation centered around Honey's advertisements that claimed,
"With just a single click, Honey will go through every single promo code on the internet and ultimately give you the best one."
Honey responded by discontinuing the ad, and the investigation closed. Because of the seemingly trivial nature of the investigation, it's clear why it didn't blow up. However, when Linus Media Group caught on to the affiliate cookie poaching, they surprisingly handled things privately. The reason I say that this is surprising is that, well, this seems exactly like something I'd expect Linus Tech Tips to expose in a video. However, I can understand why it could have looked bad for Linus's organization, optically, to go after a former brand partner. When MegaLags reached out to Linus's company about the situation, they responded explaining that they weren't happy with Honey taking their affiliate revenue and tried negotiating with Honey to remove these features, but Honey declined. Yep, Honey cared more about stealing from YouTubers than one of their biggest partners. This shows that this strategy is likely too integral to monetizing Honey that they're able and willing to say fuck off to one of their largest YouTube sponsors, who likely generated millions of new users for Honey. These cracks seemingly didn't stop Honey from growing, as PayPal would acquire the company for $4 billion the same year, and hundreds of YouTube's biggest creators would continue to partner with the company. To explain Honey's expansion, there's a billion-dollar question that needs to be answered. Well, a $4 billion question to be exact. Why did PayPal purchase Honey for $4 billion? I mean, that's a lot of money. Well, given that Honey's direct revenue was only $100 million a year, it's no shock that PayPal's investor relations article cites Honey's 17 million active users, which comes with a lot of data. You see, the particular data Honey collects, mostly being the user shopping habits, is evidently and understandably valuable to a site like PayPal. Bones Cameron, you might be thinking.
Honey promised not to sell or fuck with my data in the ads.
Honey, on the other hand, is something that actually provides value and doesn't make their money by, like, selling your data. So.
Does Honey sell user data?
No. You, and they don't even sell your data or any malarkey like that.
Actually free, not like selling all your personal data free.
It's because they don't make money by getting your information and selling your data.
Yeah, getting kind of hard to believe a single fucking word this company says at this point. Also in this ad, they've got the lie detector guy everyone uses who allegedly fakes answers.
Can I just say one more thing about the lie detector guy? I've been hooked up to him. Like, check out me on his videos. Like, I've been hooked up to him, and he literally will say, like, oh, I can give you whatever answer you want.
Dude, I knew that guy was such a scammer.
Obviously, he's in, like, everyone's videos.
But he straight up just says, you can say whatever you want?
Yeah, no, he says, oh, tell me what you want me to say.
What?
Yeah, oh,
That's
for sure.
so lame.
When I got hooked up to it, he literally was like, oh, what do you, like, they're like, no, say yes to that, say no to that. Like, and I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna put the lie detector guy on a polygraph. I mean, come on, it's obvious. Why the fuck else would Honey need to track 150,000 stores without any coupon codes or partnership with Honey? You're nothing but a data prostitute to PayPal. Oh, PayPal, please don't take my data. That was fucking gay. While Honey consistently claims that they don't sell or share your data across their website and various advertisements, taking a quick look at their privacy policy says otherwise. So what exactly is Honey collecting from you? What are they sharing? According to an investigation done by a nonprofit named datarequests.org, GDPR requests revealed that Honey was tracking a user's activity on any website it considered to be an online shop. On top of that, Honey collects the user's device, operating system, browser, geolocation details, the timestamp, and the URL. All of this data is collected regardless of whether or not the user has an account with Honey. And don't get it twisted, this data harvesting has always been a fundamental part of Honey's business model. While I doubt they've ever wanted your average consumer to know, they were quite eager to share this with investors within their original pitch. They actually put personalized offers to consumers based on cross-site shopping data as a key part of their slide titled business model. On the very next slide, they fucking brag that the data they collect is part of their unfair advantage, and they even list off some of the data that they planned to collect. It's not hard to imagine why PayPal would want access to this kind of data. Hell, their executives will tell you that themselves.
You know, one of the metrics that we assess very frequently for merchants that work with Honey is, cross-store shopping. So, how many other stores is a user visiting as well as the store in question? Are they going to 6 stores? Are they going to 7 stores? Are they going to 10 stores before they make a decision on where to purchase?
Even Honey's partnership managers have openly talked about how useful this data is for their partners.
So one of the things we have insight into at Honey, because we're a browser extension and we can see our shoppers and how they shop, is that shoppers love to cross-site comparison shop. We're really kind of following the shopper where they go, and we're with them every step of the way. We have all sorts of tools to make those consumers stickier to those direct-to-consumer brands.
While this revelation is quite shocking, it's pretty on par with their behavior from what we've seen today. They promise their consumers one thing and brag about doing the opposite to their partners. Now, Despite their dishonesty about sharing your data to partners and performative advertising claiming to care about consumers by never sharing your personal data, there is zero evidence available to me of Honey actually selling your data. Well, unless you count PayPal's likely motive for acquiring Honey, but that's besides the point. On the topic of personal data, MegaLags' second video pointed out something incredibly alarming to me. Honey's privacy policy states that they created Honey exclusively for adults, and that they don't knowingly collect or solicit personal information from children. Yeah, about that.
This video is sponsored by Honey, which is an add-on for your browser, available on Google Chrome, Firefox, and Safari.
Yeah, that guy's the reason I got the Honey browser extension at around age 14. Now, you can reasonably argue that MrBeast makes content for all ages, which is true. On top of that, back when I was watching him, he wasn't this 100% polished, family-friendly creator that he would soon become. So, some charity could have been afforded to Honey here. Wait, could have? Yep, could have. Because it went out the window when they rolled MrBeast out for their most viewed ad to date.
I have a challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and install Honey.
Yeah, I doubt he was targeting grown adults to get mom and dad's laptop to install Honey. But if you're still not convinced...
Oh my god, I love Honey. I'm gonna go install it now.
Before we get to the candy, big thanks to the sponsor of this video, Honey.
This video is sponsored by Honey.
You can get it completely for free at joinhoney.com/fundy.
This video is sponsored by Honey.
You guys remember that whole COPPA thing on YouTube a while back? Yeah, that was added so YouTube wasn't knowingly gathering personal data from kids. Companies that do this usually target adults for their products and add a blurb to their privacy policy to not violate the law. So with that in mind, it's pretty ironic that Honey had the balls to sponsor a minor's video.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Desiree Machado, who at the time was just 14 years old.
Guys, I'm only 14.
Hilariously, one of her videos that Honey sponsored is appropriately titled Back to School.
Honey would often use the creators they paid in their own YouTube advertisements, including the aforementioned Dez and MrBeast. Their most viewed ad is of MrBeast essentially directing kids to install Honey on every device in the family.
Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and install Honey.
Yeah, and that whole all ages argument goes out the window when you hear what the ex-president of Honey has to say about working with Mr. Breast.
And a little gamer called MrBeast. So we were his first advertiser and we did a deal with him. His collective ads, I think, have been seen, you know, I'm going to say billions, 3 plus, close to 4 billion times. Wow. Every kid in America knows what Honey is. Every kid in America was telling their moms and their dads they needed to download, you know, Honey in order to save money.
Oh, did y'all catch that? She realized she just admitted to advertising to kids, then tried to recover by saying, every kid in America was telling their moms and dads to install Honey. Right, playing it safe. But it wasn't just the moms and dads, was it? I'm a walking example of the fact that it wasn't, but it's not like you didn't know that already. Someone got fired for that, huh? Now, the most charitable viewers in the audience might be thinking,
well, Cameron, it seems like Honey was being sneaky about all this stuff, but are we certain PayPal knew?
Oh, you sweet, poor soul. Unfortunately, not only did PayPal know about the scummy business tactics and predatory code that Honey uses, but they've made a critical error by not only letting this bad code continue to exist, but also expanding it after acquiring Honey. Hell, PayPal got away with it for a good 4 years. All of the predatory code, deceptive marketing, and bad practices were pretty well hidden for a long time. By late 2024, Honey had around 20 million users. But this was until a video was uploaded by MegaLags in late 2024, titled Exposing the Honey Influencer Scam. This video would expose the deceptive nature of Honey's business, like their false advertising and affiliate cookie poaching. This was an internet earthquake, and Honey users were not happy. Finding out that you've been scammed is never fun, but imagine being the YouTubers who promoted the product. Finding out you were promoting something that was damaging your own business.
It's crazy in hindsight how much they've pulled this off. Just being super easy to work with and then doing all this behind our backs.
I clearly didn't know any of this was going on. Nobody did until MegaLags' investigation. This was something that there wasn't even whispers of.
That I'm the biggest Honey fan in the world?
No!
Frankie, did you know I scammed people and I got scammed simultaneously at the exact same time because of Honey? Do you know Honey?
It is completely unacceptable that Honey are acting in this sort of way. I will, under no circumstances, work with Honey ever again.
Obviously, if I had known any of this, I never would have worked with Honey, and neither would the creators who did.
However, there was one YouTuber who felt quite vindicated.
Oh! Speaking of my instincts being right, Honey turned out to be a scam. I can't believe it. I was right. I made that claim back in like 2020 or 2019, wherever that clip is from. I had no idea that it was as bad as it was. I just knew that it didn't feel right. I never took a Honey deal because I didn't trust it. And holy shit, it was so much worse than I ever could have imagined. So the video is called Exposing the Honey Influencer Scam. And I'm so proud that I didn't take a deal. I knew it. I knew there was something shady. I knew it because it didn't smell right. A lot of other YouTubers that I talked to were saying like, I'm crazy and paranoid, but it didn't make sense because where does the money come from? I knew it all along. I knew that it was a scam. I didn't know how, but I knew that it was a scam.
Within 2 weeks, Honey lost 3 million users, and that number has only increased since, with no signs of recovery. That same month, Legal Eagle and 2 other law firms filed a class action lawsuit against PayPal in the US federal court over these revelations.
If you're a creator and you've ever used an affiliate link, run a sponsorship, or allowed ads, we believe it's possible that Honey has interjected itself and parasitically taken away your attribution. So I, along with some other great attorneys, filed suit on behalf of all creators and businesses who have been harmed by Honey PayPal.
Even more lawsuits have been filed against Honey since. But what turned out to be a huge blow to Honey were the actions Google took following the revelations. In March 2025, Chrome Web Store policies were updated, barring extensions from inserting affiliate cookies without providing a discount, which briefly removed Honey from the Chrome Web Store. Only then did Honey modify the extension to comply. However, given their selective stand-down device, I'm not certain they haven't tried finding a way to get around it. All of this came after the first part of MegaLags' video. I say this because he had teased part 2 at the end. Before that video was even released, Honey would lose over 5 million users on Chrome, and according to my data, they also lost 7,000 partners. This is undoubtedly a nightmare for PayPal Honey. How could they possibly respond to this? Is there even a road to recovery? Well, they were certainly going to try. MegaLags' video and investigation caused a media frenzy. Many media outlets, like The Verge, which had previously recommended Honey, covered the story and reached out to Honey for comment. Honey's response was vague, saying, Honey follows industry rules and practices, including last-click attribution. This response was unsatisfactory to The Verge, which retracted its prior endorsement of the browser extension. What a weird fucking dodge. Yeah, we know you used last-click attribution. It's just the way you used it was extremely slimy and misleading to your partners and consumers. The most interesting response of all would be from Honey's co-founder and former leader, Ryan Hudson. Initially, he reached out to MegaLag, trying to defend Honey, but wouldn't explicitly respond to any claims made with evidence.
After publishing part 1 of my investigation, Honey co-founder Ryan Hudson reached out to me on Twitter, stating he was, quote, happy to discuss Pi and Honey. Naturally, I immediately jumped at the opportunity to speak with Ryan and asked for an on-the-record interview. Ryan ghosted me for a week, I followed up, he eventually replied, and we had a short but very limited chat on X.
He also hilariously soft-threatened legal action before ghosting MegaLag to host a Reddit AMA. Good thinking, Ryan. Reddit will fix it for you. In this now-deleted AMA, Ryan unsurprisingly either lies or doesn't know his product.
I also just realized that this motherfucker actually threw in a fucking penis joke while responding to allegations of fraud.
At one point, he made a claim that any code that a partner removed from Honey must have been replaced by an equivalent Honey-branded code. This is false and easily disproven by the data.
Honey literally built a Shopify app that gave store owners access to Honey's database, enabling them to freely add or delete coupon codes as they please. And while this app no longer exists today, an FAQ page for it remains live on Honey's website. In fact, the very first topic on that page, titled Coupon Code Management, states the following: choose which coupon code you'd like to share with Honey. We will automatically pull in all available codes, and you choose which ones you'd like to make available to Honey members and which ones you'd like to remove from the Honey system. The only limitations mentioned in this document are that stores had to keep at least one coupon code live at all times. And there is absolutely no stated requirement that this coupon code must be of equal value to the highest publicly available coupon, as Ryan claims. And for the record, this app launched in 2021 while Ryan was still working at Honey.
The response was long-winded, and MegaLag does a great job at countering Ryan's claims in his third video. I'll put the full AMA and MegaLag's videos in the description if you're interested. This brings us to the present day. After the release of MegaLag's videos, Rakuten Advertising removed Honey from its affiliate network. Over 9,000 partners have left Honey, and Honey lost over 7 million users from the Chrome Web Store. Following Rakuten Advertisement's departure, on January 15th, 2026, Hello Partner reached out to PayPal Honey, where they would give us their most direct response to the situation to date. In this article, Honey is directly asked about the recently revealed defeat device, as it was likely the primary motive for their biggest affiliate network to terminate their partnership. PayPal responded, directly addressing the selective stand-down system, saying, "The code causing this behavior has been identified and no longer has an impact. The code was implemented prior to PayPal's acquisition and appears to affect less than 0.1% of Honey's traffic." Now, while it's true that the code dates back to 2017, many years before PayPal's acquisition, this supposed ignorance of the defeat device is disingenuous. An extremely qualified software engineer and author known as Ben Edelman, who conducted his own investigation into Honey, verifying MegaLag's claims, responded to this statement based on his own findings. According to Ben's article, not only did PayPal know of the code, but they were continuously updating it until its removal. On top of that, he points out the disingenuous nature of saying the code only affects less than 0.1% of Honey's traffic, since that 0.1% of users were the affiliate marketing professionals being lied to keep Honey's shady practices hidden. 2 days later, Impact.com would also remove PayPal Honey from their affiliate network. Thanks to JELTE working with MegaLag, and now me, we actually have quite an interesting timeline that tells us the state of Honey's database prior to each video's release compared to now. We can see a clear decline in stores with affiliate links over time. We also see a sharp decrease in coupon codes, but a sharp increase in Honey exclusive coupon codes. Prior to MegaLag's coverage of what happened with some small businesses, we see an abundance of user-generated codes, which take a sharp decline afterwards. My first thought when comparing the coupon data was that they probably purged most of the expired codes, since they made up a good chunk of the database. However, after putting the data under a microscope, the problem only seems to have gotten worse. You see, despite the number of expired coupon codes being at an all-time low, it's important to note that the number of total coupon codes is also at an all-time low, meaning that over time, the percentage of expired coupon codes in Honey's database has only increased to a whopping 20%. What's even more baffling is that a majority of these codes are Honey exclusive, meaning it's not even an affiliate problem. It's Honey. While they may have made an effort at cleaning up their expired codes, due to the number of partners that automatically refresh their codes who have since left, the problem has only made itself worse regardless. The only slight positive trend since the backlash would be the percentage of usable codes, being 78.1%, which has barely changed from its worst at 77.2%. There's another elephant in the room that's been lurking throughout this entire video. And no, it's not my buddy Papa Gut in the corner watching this video. Hey! Ah, come on. That's not funny. He's actually really strong. He could probably beat my ass. He's my friend. He's really cool. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I love Papa Gut. Not bad. He says
Not
a
bad,
lot.
dude.
He says, not bad. Shout out to Papa Gut. I love him. He's my buddy. What I mean is, there's another potential reason for Honey's decline in partnerships on top of their controversial behavior. That would be the copycats. The concept of a website made to host the best coupon codes for an online store is nothing new. Ironically, many of them were used as sources for Honey's original database. So when Honey came along, many of those websites had to adapt to this new format, and many new ones would follow suit. Retell me not. Karma, Capital One Shopping, and even Microsoft Edge are a few that come to mind. Unfortunately, many of them not only adapted Honey's concept, but also its tactics. Take Karma, for example, which not only injects their affiliate cookie, but also does so without a click. Even trying to use a competitor's affiliate link would be overridden immediately. Very egregious. Capital One Shopping and Microsoft Edge engage in similar behavior. If you'd like to prevent these invasive cookies from being injected every time you make a purchase, MegaLags made a really cool browser extension that lets you know when it's happening. Link in the description if you'd like to check it out. There's a final copycat I'd like to give some special attention to, specifically because it looks like history could repeat itself if nobody does, as dozens of YouTubers have begun promoting it like it's the next big thing. That browser extension is known as Cupert.
Is it Coopert or is it? I'm gonna call it Cupert. I hate it.
Bro, fucking come on, look at it. The curly letters, the warm orangish color, they're literally trying to be Honey. At a certain point, it's gotta be Darwinism. Like, this shit already has 3 million downloads. What the fuck? If I fucking hear you say, this video is sponsored by Cupert,
you deserve to be made fun of.
So upon testing Cupert, they do in fact inject their affiliate cookie when you click their apply coupons button, and it nets you a discount. However, if you already have an affiliate cookie from a creator, my tests show mixed results. I took a bit of time to look into it further to see if it was just me, when I came across a video by Bog looking into the same thing. And it happened for him as well. A majority of the time, the creator's affiliate cookie was replaced by Cupert's, but only on certain websites. This could be a sign of selective stand down. Maybe it only does it if they net you a better discount, or a result of Cupert being a newer extension. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. Hilariously, while I was uninstalling Cupert, they tried their best to reassure me that they weren't like Honey, while using similar language as to why they're actually following the rules. I won't say for certain that Cupert is a scam, as I don't have the time to do an in-depth investigation into Cupert, but I really don't need to. My mind has already been made up when it comes to businesses like Honey. What this situation has taught me is that when there's affiliate marketing involved in a coupon extension, the idea of saving you the most money is already out the window. It's just not how any business operates. Whether or not Cupert has a shady partner program or selective stand down system like Honey doesn't really matter to me either, as the glaring problem with the idea of what Honey was meant to be is how badly it hurts small businesses and content creators by cutting into the bottom line and making it harder to retrieve data. Think of it like this. If everyone in the world got a 30% off discount not intended for them to their favorite store, prices would almost certainly rise by 30%. Special discounts are meant to be just that, special. Otherwise, businesses would struggle. Objectively speaking, businesses need a return on investment to stay afloat. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. At this point, if a fellow creator is stupid enough to promote something that could not only harm their audience, but potentially even themselves, that goes to show you how much they respect your intelligence, or even themselves. What comes of the lawsuits against Honey remains to be seen. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like Legal Eagle will be giving up anytime soon, as in January, an amended complaint was filed against Honey after a prior dismissal. Only time will tell if Honey can be held accountable legally, but in many ways, there's already been accountability in the damage that they've done to themselves. In conclusion, don't join Honey, and I'm gonna personally ask Jimmy Beast for millions in reparations after getting me to join it at age 13.